Shalom, shalom, shalom. Call hello Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the men of Great Millstone, where I learn this 100% truth from. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Akwaf, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. My name is Yahalal, and I'm back again with another video, and I pray that you be edified with it. And I'm going to entitle this, Every Man Has a Gift. As it's been taught to me, shall I teach it to you. And this is a quick lesson. So, I direct desire you be edified with it. And the first scripture I got is 1 Peter 4:7, and it reads, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins." Let's get a good idea of we should know what fervent means, but let's get an understanding of what fervent means.
Strong's G 1618, ektenes, ektenes.
Ektenes, fervent, stretched out, intent, earnestly. So this is what fervent means. All things and above all things have stretched out charity among ourselves. So scriptures is telling you to help one another in the brotherhood. That's what the brotherhood is for, is to help one another. Let's get another scripture. Hebrews 5:12. Let's read it in the NIV. And it reads, Hebrews 5:12. "In fact, though by this name you are to be teachers, you need someone to teach you the elementary truths of the Most High's word all over again. You need milk, not solid food. Anyone who lives on milk, being still an infant, is not acquainted with the teaching about righteousness. But solid food is for the mature, who by constant use have trained themselves to distinguish good from evil." So this truth is a lot to take in. And when you're taking it in, you have to be able to separate the good and evil, as the scriptures say, rightfully dividing. And I always hear Elder Apostle Kabar speak about this. This is one of the reasons why we're going through what we're going through, to understand the difference between good and evil. Because we have dropped the ball many a times with that. And because we have dropped the ball, we constantly go through what we go through, meaning that we constantly have repeatedly committed sin after sin after sin. And the Most High got fed up with us. So he decided to punish us, that we forget everything, who we are, where we come from, our heritage and everything else, the name of his son, the name of him, and everything else, until now this great awakening. And it's so that we can learn good and evil, so we know how to be better judges, if that makes sense to you. 1 Corinthians 16:15. "I beseech you, brethren," beseech is beg, "ye know the house of Stephanus, that it is the first fruits of Achaia, and that they have addicted themselves to the ministry of the saints." Let's get that in the NIV. "You know that the household of Stephanus were the first converts in Achaia, and they have devoted themselves to the service of the Lord's people. I urge you, brothers and sisters." So Paul Salakia. Paul was he was begging the household of Stephanus, when the first converts of Achaia devoted themselves. He was urging them to also devote themselves, to submit themselves to the law, statutes, and commandments. You got to remember that Paul was he was how should I say it? He was the apostle for the Israelite Gentiles. He was sent not to the northern kingdom, because the northern kingdom was on the other side of the world, but these were Jews, which consists of which is the southern kingdom, which consists of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They took on Gentile customs. So they started, because we were scattered all around the world, so they started growing up in the Gentile customs, doing everything that the Gentiles do. And the Jews that were growing up in the customs, not that they was, I'm not going to say they were jealous, but they were, what's the word? They were ignorant to the fact that these Gentile Israelites were still the Lord's people. Even though they were a wild olive tree, they were still part of the tree. And the Lord said that all Israel would be saved. And the Jews who grew up in the customs didn't respect that. That's why they had a problem with Yahushua, because of everything that they learned and did. They became hypocrites of it. You know what I mean? It became a hustle for them. So when Yahushua came in, and when he was on the scene, you know, he was preparing himself for the sacrifice, but he was also rebuking and reproaching. You know what I mean? All of these, and he had superpowers as well. Even though he was in the flesh, he still had angelical powers. You know what I mean? You know, so it made them angry. The Pharisees and the Sadducees and the other Jews, the elders, and so that Yahushua was pulling their card. They didn't like that. Ephesians 2:9, and it reads, I'm going to read it in NIV. Ephesians 2:9, not by works, so that no one can boast, for we are the Most High's handiwork, created in Hamashiach, Yahushua, to do good works, which the Most High prepared in advance for us to do. I'll start at 8. Let me go up. I should have went up one. For it is by grace you have been saved through faith. You know, and this is what Paul is explaining to the Gentile Israelites. And this is not for yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High. So faith is a gift. For those who don't understand, faith is a gift. And this is a gift that was given to all Israelites. And not, well, Salakia. This is a gift that was given to selected Israelites. Not all the Israelites was given this gift. You know what I'm saying? Romans 12:1, dedicated service. This is all Apostle Paul today, man. Speaking of Apostle Paul. I beseech you, I beg you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. That's what we do when we're on the highways and byways. We're presenting ourselves as a living sacrifice. Holy, acceptable, separate, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So when you say, what can you do? You can't give the Most High anything. What you can do is offer yourself as a living sacrifice. And what is love? Love is keeping the commandments. That's love. That's how you show the Most High you love him. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So this is how you renew your soul through your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. For I say through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly according to the Most High, have dealt to every man a measure of faith. So faith is a gift, and every man has faith. No, every man has a gift, but every man doesn't have the gift of faith. That's what I was trying to say. And Paul is preaching to these men who most likely, because Paul was also doing what we go out and do, fishing and searching for the elect out of the heathen Israelites. One more scripture. 1 Corinthians 4:5, and it reads, therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord come, who the Lord meaning Yahushai, which is the title in the beginning of this 1 Corinthians 4, is servants of Hamashiach. I'm going to start it again. Verse 5. 1 Corinthians 4, verse 5. Therefore judge nothing before the time until the Lord come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness and will make manifest the counsels of the hearts. And then shall every man have praise of the Most High. So this gift that we have, along with other gifts that we have, is used to please the Most High. And one of those gifts is faith. You know what I'm saying? Along with other things you may have, but every man has his gift, whether it's used for righteousness or the left hand side. It's what the Most High chooses and what He wants out of you. And we're going to see in the end, which is here, who is the elect versus who is the selected wicked. Because the wicked, some of them are going to be saved. The Son of Men and the Son of the Most High, elects are going to be saved, because there are elects on the left hand side. The Lord's going to use them to serve the righteous, the sons of the Most High. You know what I mean? The sons of the light. 3 categories of men: the sons of the Most High, the sons of the wicked, and the sons of men. So I would like to say you were edified with that. I'm going to say, Call Halo Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Shalom and salutations again in double honors to the men of Great Millstone, where I learned this 100% truth from. Shalakia. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. I would like to say you were edified. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.